Hello universe, once again this is Josh here, or Spaceboot1 is my internet code name. Today I feel like building a sheep farm. That's what I've decided to do. So I've placed my little axe there to indicate work in progress. Build sheep farm. Okay, so I've sharpened up all my tools, got my diamond tools ready to go. I think I'll take a couple of these dogs with me, and I've already picked out a location for my sheep farm. Basically I'm going to do it in line with my other farm, my barn, with complete with barnyard over that direction. No reason really why I've decided to put it approximately in this area, except I have. I'm gradually building everything sort of in a big square around that middle hill, which is going to be a castle one day. So this is going to be, well, actually it's not going to be one sheep farm, it's going to be a series of sheep farms. This is a nice flat area, but I'm not going to make the sheep farms necessarily uniform. I want to do 4 or 5 different sheep farms. I can't remember how many I've done before in the past, but I've done like what I used to do was build one enclosure for each color of sheep, but that's a lot of enclosures. That's 16 entire enclosures, and I don't necessarily use every single color of wool. So what I want to do instead is kind of create a series of smaller ones, well, relatively smaller. And I guess I gotta do some clearing. Sorry about this. I usually chop down trees and stuff before I get into recording, but that's okay, it's just those two. One of the downsides of living in the forest is every time you want to do a big project, you have to chop down tons of trees. Fortunately, I have a nice, sharp, and durable axe to get me through all this tree chopping. Okay. Yeah, so there's my other farm. I think what I might do now is roughly map out where each, well, let's start with the first one, might as well. Where this first farm is going to be. Yeah, the other thing is it's almost double as much work if you do like extra fences, because it's double the amount of fencing. But I think I want to do that. I want to do extra fencing, and that's because I want to be able to walk in between these buildings. I want to have some nice pathways in between. So let's start by getting rid of that little hillock. Now, how close do I want it to this path? I think I want it fairly close. Well, let's say, let's start this one here. Okay. And let's go like this. Now, what I've done before is about a 12 by 12 internal area, but I really don't think that's big enough. Yeah, even 12 by 12 isn't big enough because the sheep end up eating almost everything. The other thing is I will often have a shed at the back, but I'm not sure if I want to put a shed in the back or the front, or maybe in the side. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. So that's the 12. So that area was too small for my tastes before. Now the other question is, do I want to make this all flat? I think this one can be. I don't necessarily want to make them all flat, but I might end up doing that. And so 13, 14, 15, 16. What if I made that the internal space? That seems pretty good. Okay, but now I need this here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So this is going to be what it is roughly. This will be one enclosure. And oops. And this is not going to be a sheep farm. This is going to be, a sheep farm, not a pig farm. Oh, yeah, lots of fences. Okay, so there we go. That's how much, I think that's how much space we want to be like grazable grass or whatever. Yeah. And I'll fill this in. And I'll take a break. Okay, so I've done a little bit of leveling off, and I've partitioned that area. It's going to be a nice big one for a lot of sheep. What I'm also going to do, though, is build a little shelter at the back for the sheep, because I like to have, I mean, I know it's just a video game, but I like to have a little area for the sheep to stay out of the rain. So that's what I'm going to do here. Oop, yeah. So basically what's going to happen here is I'm going to have this this entire enclosure is going to be filled with sheep of a couple of different colors, like not all the colors, but like 2 or 3 colors in here. So I needed to have it fairly large so that they have lots of room to graze, and I don't end up with a bunch of sheep like all packed into one tiny little area, which is not how I want to do things. The other problem with that, of course, is that the way Minecraft works lately is it will glitch on me if the animals are in too small of a space. They jostle each other around, and they actually push each other like where they're not supposed to be, like by the laws of physics or game physics. For this shelter, I'm gonna do a oh, I just thought of something. I might just want dirt floors in here, but I think that's what I'll do. I'll do a dirt floor. I will do a cobblestone outline for it, and I'll make the floor inside just dirt. But I have to dig up this grass first. I mean, the floor could be grass too, but I kind of enjoy those dirt floors. Okay, so we're doing cobblestone for an exterior. And there. Okay, so now it's just dirt. Just dirt, nothing else. Okay, so yes. What about this? Well, I'll do the whole like one layer of cobblestone base, and then on top of that I'm gonna do wood. I'm not gonna make this one tall like that barn over there. I'm gonna make it fairly short, because sheep don't need a lot of. Doesn't even do. I'll do it the same as the pigs I have over there, which is they have basically 2 blocks of headroom. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do with this is make it fairly open as far as like travel, because the pigs with the sheep with their AI, they'll be more likely to actually like walk through it and make it a like trafficked area, and if it's just one, they'll just kind of sit in here and not do anything. So that's what I want from that. Alright, and I've sort of decided on a shape for this building. I wanted a door on this side in the back so I can get into this outbuilding. So there's that door. I've designed it so that walking out is fairly easy. You just have to hug the wall here. So there's this little alcove for the farmer to take his boots off or whatever, and right in here. Hopefully sheep aren't gonna get in there, but you know, if they do, that's fine too. That's okay. And then I extended this whole paddock area out a little bit towards the back. So I've done a very nice large sheepy area for the sheep to be sheep in. I don't know if my further sheep pens are going to be this big. I fear that it'll take a long time, but on the other hand, yeah, I want something nice and spacious for all these sheep, because I'm going to be doing a lot of them. A lot of sheep. Yeah. So I'm going to start topping this with some wood there. And the ceiling, the ceiling is going to be just 2 blocks high, because the sheep don't need any more than that. I have experimented in other maps with buildings with grass on the roof for the sheep to climb up on top of, but I'm not going to do that, at least not with this one. I guess the nice thing about building multiple of these sheep pens is I will have the chance to do a little bit of experimentation. So on one of them I might design like a staircase up to the top of the roof, and I'll put dirt on the roof and have grass grow up onto the roof, and then I'll have sheep grazing on the roof. I think that would be kind of interesting. Now that I think of it, I might do that on the next one over, after I finish this one, just for a little bit of variety. Okay, as for in here, I could just torch it up. I think that's what I'll do. I was thinking of, should I do pumpkins or glowstone, you know, or there's a lot of different lighting options now. Lava. I don't think I'll do lava lighting on any kind of animal farm, because animals and lava don't go too well together. But torches I think are okay. You know, I do think it looks a little bit weird having torches in a wooden structure like this, but I'm not sure what else I'm not sure what else to do for lighting. I think, well, maybe I should just go with pumpkins. Yeah, because I mean, what I'm saying about torches is, yeah, it looks like that ought to be burning the ceiling there. But, you know, obviously Minecraft torches are perfectly safe. And yeah, I'm throwing some torches out here in the middle. Again, probably don't need to do that, but another thing I like to do with sheep pens is I like to have some kind of trough or a water source or a spring or a fountain. I think what would be really cool is if I designed like some kind of natural version of it, but that is going to take some work. Well, maybe not. Again, like, it's always awkward to build paths over water, but what I might end up doing is I might go ahead and do a little bridge. Yeah, I like that idea, actually. I like it a lot. So I'm not going to do, I'm not going to make it flow the whole way. I'm just going to basically fill this trench up with source blocks. I think I'll even build over top of it in a lot of places, like just, oh, I have wood. See how this looks. Like that for a little bridge. I think, well, I don't know. Okay, and then from here it can kind of flow into that area. That used to be a lake anyways, which I a long time ago filled in. So yeah, I'll need some water. Oh yeah, the other thing about this is, yeah, it looks a little bit bare, so I think I'll go ahead and give it an overhang too. and I'm out of wood, and I'm out of daylight. Okay, I'm gonna cut here. Alright, so I'm gonna have to gather some more materials for my sheep farm. And let's get a hoe really quickly. Do we have a hoe? Yes, we do. Oh, and I have a lot of junk clogging up my inventory. I don't really want to put it here because now it's just clogging up this, but I don't know what else to do with it. Okay. Yeah, good enough. Well, that can go there. That's fine. Okay, so what I was doing was harvesting some pumpkins because, as I mentioned, I need some better lighting solutions going on there. So here goes. And once again, I have not automated my pumpkin farm because I find it's both enjoyable and fairly easy to simply run down the row like this with an axe. Someone was posting on the suggestions forum on the Minecraft forums that hoes should actually be used for harvesting pumpkins and melons. I didn't agree because I've looked up. I had to look up what a hoe actually does, like, you know, as the tool. It doesn't seem particularly harvesty. It seems like it does a very specific job, which is represented quite well in Minecraft already. So I don't feel like it needs to be given the ability to harvest. Also, could work if there was a scythe in the game, but I actually think that the shears are the ideal tool for harvesting a pumpkin because it's like you're cutting the vine. But of course, yeah, they don't actually work that way in Minecraft. But yeah, I think if they were going to make any tool harvest pumpkins better than an axe, I would say vine would be the one to do it. I would say shears would be the ones to do it. Let's grab some seeds. Spider jumped on this. That's one problem with these particular fields, is that they're not spider-proof. I have done spider-proof fields in the past. The unfortunate thing about spider-proofing them is they don't have this open feel. Like, they don't feel like a field. They seem like just a warehouse with pumpkins in them. And that's not really what I'm going for. So if I have to sacrifice a little bit of trampling every once in a while by a spider jumping on my plants, well, I guess that's how it's going to have to be, because I really like having this open look. And I don't know if I had the camera rolling. I think I may have. And if you look back at some of the other videos, you might see a creeper creep up on the side here and blow up and take out a big chunk of fence, which I then had to go and put back in, which was annoying. Annoying, but I guess worth putting up with. I like these pathways. I like how they turned out, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of harvesting of wheat. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna do a little cow harvesting. Oops. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Let's see. Oh, this is not a looting sword, though. Maybe I'll leave the other cows for later. That's alright. But yeah, I've bred some sheep, and we're gonna, in a minute or so here, we're gonna lead them on over to their new home. I think I'll just knock out this fence for now. Just keep an extra couple of fence pieces on hand. Yeah, and then grab some wheat and follow me, sheep. Perfect. Yeah, they've already eaten, so nothing else for that. Okay, good. So that's the start of our #1 sheep farm. What color should I make these sheep? Oh well, it doesn't matter. And then that's normal, yeah, over there. Okay. So, yeah, you can see I threw in a pumpkin over there. And I think we're pretty happy with how this is all turning out. So that's our first sheepy zone. Yeah, this hut is not obviously for the farmer. It's for the sheep to live in and to get out of the rain if they have to. But I think I will put a box in here because I need somewhere to keep all of this wheat. And you notice I've surrounded it with a wood chip path. So my next place to build will be roughly here. And I'm thinking I will border this 1, 2, 3, and then I'll start a another one of these sheep shelters right here. I don't remember how wide I made that first one. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, approximately 10 long, 10 by 7, give or take. Okay, let's throw some of this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, something like that. And once again, I like that. I like having a dirt floor in here. Therefore, I will do that. I'll make it happen. Okay, dirt, 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 dirt. Here's some dirt. Yeah. Oop, jump. Nope. No grass. No grass inside. I should probably just... yeah. No, I won't do grass. I was thinking maybe I should put grass inside anyways, because it will help. The sheep will be able to eat it inside and therefore grow back their wool, but that's just not the look I'm going for. We have this. Oops. Yeah, I don't want that like that. I want a nice 2 wide opening here and another 2 wide opening here. And I'll go ahead and convert this to let's see, how far do I want this to go? Oops. Yeah, I want fences and dirt. Okay, so I want to bring this fence out like that, and it's got to be, yeah, 1 away from there. I might want to just do the whole thing on a pile of dirt. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep it all at one level. Just because. I'm not even really sure why. Oop, too high. Okay, let's keep on going. And here we have our second paddock. Paddock, is that what they're called? I'm not sure. I guess second field, second enclosure. Very much like the first. I just realized that it's very easy to, once you find a pattern, to kind of just stick with it and keep on doing it. And that's never really what I intended with this particular build. I wanted to do some interesting variations. So the next one I'm going to experiment on for sure, although I kind of like the way this one turned out. It's ever so slightly different just due to natural variation, and I tried not to change too much. Yeah, fell down. But it is also very similar to the other one. Again, there's this little building here that you can walk in, like a farmer can go in. This allows access. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do like fence gates. I probably will, because it would be a lot more convenient just to have gates all around. Basically one gate, at least one on each side. And the next thing to do will be yeah, I will do another one of these paths along the edge here. And I want to get away from doing all exact rectangles too. They're slightly different size and shape rectangles, so I'm happy about that. But what I want is maybe like L shapes or S shapes even. That'd be funny. Maybe I could spell out a word with, like, from the air. No, that's a little bit more than I want to accomplish. More than I want to even attempt. I want to make a attractive looking farm that looks nice from the ground. And of course, I think if it looks nice from the air, there'll be added benefit. I don't need it to spell things. That's just too much. Too silly. Much too silly. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh, I need more fences. Okay. And I'm not sure what to do with all this wheat. I think I might have like one central building in the middle of all the sheep farms. I'm almost thinking of doing another wheat farm too, like in the middle, just to have it. That might not be necessary though, because I have a nice wheat farm over there it's still in range, so it's loaded when I'm doing anything with regard to sheep. So I think I don't really need another wheat farm in the middle. Although, do I need it? No, I don't need it. I don't need another wheat farm. Maybe what I'll do is I'll leave space, just in case I change my mind. Okay, yeah, there. Just had to finish off that edge there. Okay. Also, okay, I'm gonna do, oh, and I just left my wheat. Okay, let's go pick up that wheat again and do another prisoner transfer. Let's grab that wheat. Oh, and the sun's going down. Well, good thing I have a bed out here. See, I learned from my previous projects. Beds are handy to have when you're building because it's a pain to be interrupted constantly. Okay. I want... Okay. Oh. Good. Just 2 sheep. Excellent. Okay. So there's that thing. There's that paddock, I should say. Paddock sounds like the right word. I feel like that's correct. I think that's what these are. They're paddocks. Okay. So now that I have 2 going, I might want to start getting some dye and dye some of these sheep. So the first pen I know I want to be black and white and gray. Black, white, gray for the first pen. Oops. So I'm going to go back to my storage house over here and I'm going to retrieve some dye. That's all I need really. Black, white, and I can make gray out of black and white. There, and black, and what is it, double white? Yeah. Okay, so that's the colors I need for the first one. Oh, but I can also grab some colors for the second one. Now my second one, I've decided I want it to be green and brown. There we go. Okay, so there's 2 greens and a brown. There's a light green and a dark green and a brown. So that's what I'm doing with paddock number 2. And that's this one here. Now I'm not exactly sure. Oh, you know what? Oh, good. Okay, he didn't escape. I don't know if they can get out through this this waterfall here. I think they might be able to, but it might not actually be that much of a big deal if they do, because they'll get out at a fairly slow rate, and there will always be plenty remaining. Okay, so you see this is the green and brown sheep paddock. And I might do a green and brown sign on the front if it's not obvious enough, but it probably will be sufficiently obvious simply by looking in and seeing what color sheep are inside. So I don't think I need to do anything more than that. Again, contemplating where to place fence gates. Interesting, like this is not intended to be a thoroughfare, but I have a feeling it's going to end up being a thoroughfare. These are the sorts of things that real world designers have to grapple with. And then in Minecraft you do it for fun. So I'm going to do a black sheep here. You can be black, and I'll make you gray. Cool. Okay, so this one's going to have 4 colors in it. I think that means there's going to be 5 pens, because 5 times 3, most are going to have 3 colors in them. 5 times 3 is 15, and one is going to have 4 colors in it, so 60. So yeah, so there's going to be 5 of these paddocks. And it's actually not too bad. Yeah. So another one is going to go here because I have room for it. It'd be interesting if I could make an almost star shape out of these. Now that I realize that there's going to be 5, it'd be cool if there's like a pentagram or something, or a pentagon. But I've already done like these two are very square. I think though what I want to do is like a lengthwise one along this way is what I should do next. If I did 3 sort of this way and then 2 over here this way, that would be 5. That would be reasonably compact. They would all be fairly close together, so I can get any wool anytime I need it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And that means I have plenty of space this way, so I can build maybe a cow farm over there next, or a chicken farm, or maybe a tree farm. Lots of farms. Jeez, this game is full of farms. Anyways, I am gonna put away some of these dyes because I'll use them later, but not right now. So, am I ready to start another paddock? Well, sure, why not? I think I'll make this one a little bit wider, and it won't go all the way, but it will still be that basic shape. I think it will. Anyways, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll start a building here, and maybe it'll be. Oh, I just remembered what I wanted to do. Okay, yes, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Cool. Okay, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, 5. And then I'm going to go this way. And this particular one is going to have a paddock like right in the middle, in the center. And it's the one I was talking about before with having a dirt roof. I might even sink it a little bit and have it next to this. No, it doesn't need to be sunk. It's going to be small enough as it is, but there. I have to decide whether to keep this tree inside or outside. I could totally go right to the end. It's probably possible. Well, sure, why not? Lots of space. Let's think about how to create a fence so that sheep can't hop out. Not that they wouldn't hop out. They don't do those corners too well anyways, but oops. Yeah, running out of fences, but that's okay. We got lots of fences. Cool, very cool. Okay. Oops. Lots of oopses, but that's what Minecraft is all about. This game is great that way, for making mistakes. There. Okay, I'm out of fences. But before I grab some fences, I'm going to pick a spot for the building. You know, it'd be cool if it was right up against this pond. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to start by making its foundation here. There and there. Okay. Now that'll have to be the 10 long side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't realize how close it was going to come to that. Well, you know, that's fine. That's okay. And we've got a third little shelter built for a third set of sheep. Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah. Well, this one, I was going to make it dirt, but I think I'll just let the grass grow in there. I think that'll be okay. And this one, yeah, as you can see, I've done a dirt roof. Got some pumpkins on top to keep it lit, keep the monsters away. And I've done fence gates at certain sides. Yeah, that'll do. Fence gates are hard to see from a distance. I've done another one here. Anyways, it's time to do some breeding. There. And they have a brown baby. Brown sheep. A brown sheep. Let's see, do I have fence gates? Yeah, here. I'm gonna put in another fence gate right here. There. And another one here. Okay. And I'm going to have these sheep breed a little bit also. Here's sheep. There's one there. There's a black sheep. There. Okay. Not enough sheep here though. And they've had a black sheep. A black sheep. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait for some of these sheep to grow up a little bit before I can populate the next paddock over. But what this does mean is that I can start on a fourth one. So you see, I've done kind of an interesting roof on that one, and then this one is wood, and that one is mostly wood. I think I might try doing like an all cobble shelter for the next one. Possibly cobble, I'm not sure. Actually, what I'm gonna have to do for sure is do some clearing of forest. So that's what I'm gonna do next, and I'm not gonna you're not gonna watch that with me. So here we go. And here's paddock number 4, basically complete. I got pumpkins sort of buried in the ground with torches in them so that we can be lit up during the night. I did some clearing of trees, and trees are all cleared now. I think the thing to do is breed a few more sheep next. We're starting to get a little bit of a population here of the green and browns. And over here we have the black, white, and grays. And we have one more paddock to build, 3, including that one to fill up with animals. And then we will have our sheep farm completed. And here we are. We have completed 5 pens or paddocks. This pen will contain pink and pinkish sheep. That includes pink, magenta, and purple. And this pen is sort of connected, like as far as the player is concerned, or me, I should say, because I got a little ladder going up top, and I can cross this little bridge into the next one over. And here we have blue, light blue, and cyan for sheep. And you can see that the baby's not grown up yet, so I can't breed them again. That's alright though. Over here we have a nice path in between all of it. It's well lit up. We have a mixture of torches and pumpkins, or jack-o'-lanterns I should say. Over here we have the warm colors. Back there we have the blues. Here we have the red, yellow, and orange. So that's very warm colored sheep. And they can go up on the roof of theirs. So that's what they have. Over here we have the green and browns. A lot more browns right now than greens, but as I breed them that should change. Over here is my more main area with a main, sort of a main gravel road here, and my dog's waiting patiently for me there. Let's see. Hello, dogs. Do you want a pork chop? I'm not going to have you make a puppy though. Okay, so we looked at the green and browns over here. One of the gray ones got out. I'm not going to worry, I don't think. Oh, except I don't know how many other gray ones I have. Well, here, let's bring him on back inside. See if he'll follow me in through the fence. Okay, yes, well, we now have a quite busy sheep farm, and we're going to get even busier. You can see the purple ones off in the distance. That's kind of fun, purple sheep. There we go, feeding the sheep. Of course, I'm not going to have to do this too many more times, because sheep I don't have to actually kill to get their wool. I can just shear them. So once we have this nice and full, I'm not going to need another wheat farm nearby. Only to replace if some like escape or get killed, which can happen. What I like to do with my sheep farms sometimes is go ahead and let a whole bunch out, so they roam into the countryside and they make the countryside a little bit more interesting, especially if they're multicolored. I like to have some interesting colored sheep hanging around. And this one's grown up, so it looks like we can begin here. There they go. So yes, 5 nice, well, I suppose they're medium-sized sheep farms, because if they were like one big one I could have all the colors in them, but as it is, it's 5 medium sheep farms. Let's see if I can get them all. And of course, there will be mixtures of colors in the future, because I believe that interesting patterns emerge in the newest update. But anyways, there is a sheep farm. I think what I'm going to do now is have a little pillar up, way up. See how high I can get. See if it looks cool from way up here, because theoretically it's kind of supposed to be an interesting visual thing. well, there's some trees in the way, but it definitely looks like a landscape, you know, of an agricultural landscape anyways. You know, nothing huge. It's not industrial-sized agriculture, like all the way to the horizon, from one horizon to the other, or anything like that. It's a nice, good-sized going concern with different colored sheep separated roughly by color. You know, not perfectly, of course, but that's exactly what I need for wool production for the future. So I am going to go now and cross off the sheep farm from my project to-do list if I ever solve this problem. Yeah, that's annoying. This game is full of bugs, but oh well. I guess I wouldn't be complaining about bugs if I didn't like the game to begin with, so how much more can I really complain? Okay, let's grab a gold ingot. We'll grab a whole stack so we can build sheep farm. Oop. Plunk. And we'll need that item frame back again. Gold ingot for me. So, what do you think my next project is going to be? I think I can actually start on the zombie hospital. Now, well, I'll do some wool harvesting off camera. Oh look, it's getting dark. It's evening. I'll do some wool harvesting off camera, and then with that wool I can do a proper zombie hospital, and it'll look very cool. Do I need leather for that? I don't think I do, but cow farm is pretty high on the priority list because I still keep running out of leather. Fishing pond is up there. I don't think I've put any cat related goals up here, but that's another one I want to do. Chicken farm. Anyways, ta-da! Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.